In the previous lecture we discussed the reaction quotient, right? Okay, so in this lecture we are going to discuss another very important concept, that is thermodynamics of chemical equilibrium. Okay, the same concept we discuss in the thermodynamics and also in the chemical equilibrium. Okay, so here so many times questions were asked, even in the recent times also frequently questions are asked related to this concept. Okay, so now here first, delta G means Gibbs energy change at any set of conditions. Okay, Gibbs energy change at any set of conditions, and delta G naught Gibbs energy change in standard conditions. Okay, so we discussed delta G and what is standard condition, everything in the thermodynamics extensively. Here I am not going to discuss them, okay, right now. Okay, so that is a separate concept we discuss. See, delta G and delta G naught. Now here the relationship between delta G and delta G naught can be given as delta G equal to delta G naught plus RT ln Q. Okay, RT ln Q. Okay, or we can write this one as delta G equal to delta G naught plus 2.303 RT log Q. So no. Okay, so RT ln Q, if it is converted into logarithm, so here we get into 2.303 log. Yes or no? Here base is E, here base is 10. Okay, so this is the relationship between Gibbs energy change at any condition and Gibbs energy change in the standard conditions. Okay, so here now already we discussed delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium. Okay, delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium, and Q is equal to K. Yes or no? Q is equal to K. Just in the previous lecture we discussed. At equilibrium, reaction quotient is equal to equilibrium constant. Okay, so now from this one, if you substitute here, see delta G equal to 0, right? So if you write here 0, that is equal to delta G naught plus, okay, I am taking this relation for example, 2.303 RT log K. See, this K may be either Kc or Kp, no problem. Okay, Kp or Kc. So therefore, if you rearrange this one, delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. Okay, so this is the relationship between Gibbs energy change at standard conditions at a specified temperature and equilibrium constant. Very important, this relation and this one also. Okay, so this is the base relation. From this one at equilibrium already we discussed, Gibbs energy change is equal to 0 at equilibrium. Okay, and this is the standard Gibbs energy change at equilibrium, that is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. Okay, clear? So now here, depending upon the given problems, we can rearrange these equations in the different types. Okay, suppose for example this we can write in this way also. Yes or no? Delta G naught is equal to minus of RT ln K. Okay, minus of RT ln K. Okay, so we can write this relation in this way also, right? In the place of log we are writing ln. So here therefore delta G naught by RT is equal to minus ln K. If you take this minus this side, we get delta G naught by RT is equal to ln K. Okay, so here we can write this one as K is equal to exponential of minus delta G naught by RT. Okay, K equal to exponential of minus delta G naught by RT. Okay, clear? So here, because here base is E, yes or no? So that's why we get this relation also. Okay, so depending upon the given problem, we have to use the suitable relation. Now See, this delta G naught may be positive or negative or equal to 0 depending on that one K value also changes. Okay, so that we discuss now. Now let us see. Just now we discussed that at equilibrium. Okay, so this one is at equilibrium delta G naught equal to minus RT ln K, or we can write K is equal to exponential of minus delta G naught by RT. Okay, so here we have two possibilities. First one is if delta G naught is less than 0, that is if delta G naught is negative. Okay, so now look at this relation. If delta G naught is negative means what happens here? Minus, already here we have a minus. This is also a negative value. Minus into minus, that becomes plus. Yes or no? So now total overall value is positive. Okay, see here delta G naught is negative. Already here we have minus. Okay, so for example, let us take delta G naught equal to minus 2. K is equal to exponential of minus 2 by RT. Okay, so minus into minus, that is equal to plus 2 by RT. So this value is, total value is positive, means therefore K is greater than 1. Okay, so K is greater than 1. Okay, so now let us take another possibility here. If delta G naught is greater than 0, okay, if delta G naught is positive, in that case K is equal to exponential of minus of plus 2 by RT, for example. So here exponential of minus 2 by RT means, see, these are definitely positive values, so the overall value is negative, means in this case K value is less than 1. Okay, direct questions are asking, very simple. If you understand this concept, okay, remember this relation. We are rearranging this relation into in this form. They will provide delta G value and ask you to find whether K is greater than 1 or K is less than 1, like that. Okay, when delta G naught is less than 0, in that case, so here K is greater than 1. Okay, if delta G naught is greater than 0, that is delta G naught is positive, in that case K is less than 1. Okay, see here, already we discussed in the previous lectures, when Kc is greater than 10 power 3, products are predominant. When K is less than 10 power minus 3, product reactants are predominant. Okay, so here also if you observe this one, K is greater than 1. Okay, K is greater than 1 means forward reaction is spontaneous. Okay, forward reaction is spontaneous. Reaction takes place easily. Okay, so with respect to delta G also we can explain those we discuss in the thermodynamics. Okay, so here according to our chemical equilibrium concepts, when K is greater than 1, forward reaction is spontaneous, means products are forming to the some extent, yes or no? K greater than 1 means, okay, reaction takes place easily. Okay, next, when K is less than 1, okay, K is less than 1 means forward reaction is not spontaneous. Okay, forward reaction is not spontaneous and reaction does not take place easily. Okay, reaction does not take place easily. So questions are asking in the different ways. Okay, so understand this concept. From this relation all these we are getting. Yes or no? If K greater than 1 means generally product concentration is more than reactant. Okay, K is less than 1. What is the meaning of that one? Product concentration is less than reactant concentration at equilibrium. Okay, clear? And one more very important thing here you should remember, that at equilibrium, okay, at equilibrium delta G is equal to 0, fixed. Okay, at equilibrium delta G equal to 0, that is Gibbs energy change is equal to 0, but standard Gibbs energy change is equal to 0, or it may be a positive value or it may be a negative value. Okay, so Gibbs energy change is 0 at equilibrium, but standard Gibbs energy change may be 0 or it may be greater than 0 or it may be less than 0 also. Okay, clear? So in this way we can apply the thermodynamics concepts in the chemical equilibrium. Okay, so in the next lecture we discuss some problems and the other concepts also. Okay, thank you.